Hi everybody. So a lot of people have asked how to make the fettuccine alfredo, the alfredo sauce that I make. So we're going to be doing another shrimp alfredo. Um, I've got, so today's new ingredient for them, or new food for them, is going to be garlic bread. I didn't make the garlic bread. I cheated. I got the frozen Texas toast garlic bread. But that'll be okay because we're making the sauce fresh and we're going to add peas to it and everything. So let's go over the ingredients. All right, so we've got all of our ingredients. We've got our half a cup of butter, which is a full stick. We've got 2 cups of fresh grated Parmesan cheese. We have 2 teaspoons. I did a little bit more than 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. I really like garlic. The recipe calls for 2. I probably did closer to 3, but if you're not a fan of garlic, obviously just stick to the 2 or even less. We did half of a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, half of a teaspoon of salt, and this is 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Sometimes I do add a little fresh cracked pepper over top of it as I'm cooking. And then we have our whipping cream. We have 1½ cups of heavy whipping cream. So, all right, let's get to mixing the ingredients. The girls are awake. Dad's up there with them, but this recipe doesn't take too long. So we'll whip this up and we'll get them their lunch. So I'm not sure if you can hear the girls up there, but Daddy is making them giggle, giggle, and giggle. So we want to put the butter in a saucepan. Try to get a large saucepan. Oh, they're so giggly. I love it. So we're melting our butter. Now if you want to cut this into cubes to melt it, you can. If you want to just do what I do and kind of stab it with a spoon and swirl it around until it melts, you can. I just turn the heat up so it'll hopefully melt faster. If you do it on high heat, on an electric stove, just make sure you're continuously stirring. I'm actually going to turn the heat off because I think the dog has to go outside. So this is going to melt while I walk away. I'm probably going to fast forward through this because I'm going to be letting the dog outside, or I'm going to cut till it's all melted. But we'll be right back and we'll finish this. Alright, so we're back. I don't know if you heard the girls screaming up there, but they are going to town. They're doing something fun. So Bino is actually on prednisone. He's in the weaning off process. But if anybody's ever been on it or had an animal on it, it makes them have to go pee a lot. So Bino, poor Bino is always running outside. Now, the last time we did the Alfredo sauce, they absolutely loved it. I did get plenty of shrimp this time. Last time, I only got a few shrimp. I wasn't sure if they'd like it, and I ended up having to share my shrimp with them. But this time, I did get a ton of shrimp, and I'm going to give them, you know, a little piece of the Texas toast. Which, by the way, you're going to hear the oven go off. So we're going to put our whipping cream in now. It's very, very thick. I should have poured with my other hand. I apologize. My being left-handed, I do things backwards sometimes. And I forget, especially when I'm in a rush. So we're going to make sure to continuously stir this. And we want to stir it for about 2 minutes. So I actually had a bunch of errands to run, and of course, it being the holiday season, there's a lot more traffic around, and I was not planning for that. So I got home a little bit late, and I was like, oh no, you're gonna have to go upstairs and get the girls up by yourself, Dad. I've got to make their lunch. Which they're fine. We normally just hang out and play for a little while when they wake up anyway. So you don't want to bring this to a boil. You want to just kind of let it come to a little bit of a simmer. You don't want it to heavily boil though. And once you see it, we're going to give it another minute. There goes my oven for the garlic bread. Once you see it simmering, we're going to add the rest of it. I should turn my pasta water back on though. Make sure that is nicely heated. I did bring it to a boil and I turned it off. Oh my gosh, right before the video. So it shouldn't take too long to bring it back to a boil. Okay, so we are going to put in our garlic, our Italian seasoning, our salt, and our pepper. Just get all that yumminess in there. So the butter that I used, I did use unsalted butter again, just because we are adding salt. You can use salted butter, that's totally fine. You can cut some of the salt that you're adding in half if you want to. There is a lot of salt in the Parmesan cheese. We're just going to stir this up really well. And we're going to let this simmer for about a minute. Alright, that's all nicely mixed in there. So I'm going to let that go for a minute, and I'm going to put my pasta noodles in. Where did I put the pasta noodles? We're going to do penne. Oh, they're over here. Feel free to use whatever noodle you want, whether it be actual fettuccine or penne or elbows or any kind of pasta, really. How much is it for these? 11 minutes. Stir them all in there. I always set the kitchen timer for my noodles because I get so sidetracked sometimes. Oh, I think the girls are coming downstairs. It's a good thing that these are only going to take another few minutes. Let me go get their seats ready. I'm still cooking your lunch, chickadees. I'm actually going to put the garlic bread in too right now. Your socks are on? Well, that's good. All right, so now that that's come to a nice little simmer, we are going to add the Parmesan cheese. You just put all the Parmesan cheese right in there. Trying to keep it from falling on the stove. One of these days I'll have to get them coming down the steps. They now come down on their bums sometimes. Sometimes we still carry them. I'm going to turn the heat off just because, like I said, I have electric. As I just splashed it all over my stove. Hi, baby. Hi. Ah. Oh. She's gonna feed me now.
See Mama.
Yeah, you see Mama? Hi, baby.
I know.
Oh, you do have pretty socks on, huh?
Oh yeah, but put it in the bowl.
So now that is melted. The heat is off. We're just gonna leave it in there until our noodles are done. And I'll come back when we're ready to do the plating. All right? So our noodles are done cooking. So we're just gonna literally take our sauce that we just cooked and we're gonna pour it into our noodles.
Yeah.
Whatever pasta you are using.
You see the cookie song?
And then just stir it in there. Now, if you want to add any vegetables, like peas or carrots or pretty much anything, now is the time to do it. So, I heated up some peas. I'm probably going to save some of the peas for the girls' plates. Let me drain them real quick. Hi, babies.
Say hi, Mama.
Hi, baby. And just dump them in there. And just mix them up. Coat them in there, whatever vegetables you want, and they're pretty much done. So I'm going to plate. Just gonna scoop a few. Now, I do want them to try the bread, so I'm only going to scoop just a few noodles on there.
Light bulb. Gotta put in the new lights. Yeah. You like them better?
Now, if you like a thicker sauce, you can always add more cheese. All right, let's go over and cut the bread. All right, so we've got their noodles plated. They're Alfredo noodles. And this is just one of those Texas toast frozen garlic breads with cheese on top. And I'm just going to cut a few slices off of it to give them. So I don't know about you, but I really, really, really enjoy garlic bread with my pasta. I am going to cut the ends off just because they did get very crispy. So I'm just going to give them one little, it's the size of my small finger. but that's it. So I hope you enjoyed cooking the Alfredo sauce. It doesn't take very long at all to cook. So yeah, it's one of those easy sauces. It must be served immediately. It does tend to separate and it doesn't always reheat as well. So I'll put the link of the girls eating this in the description. We'll see you later. Bye.